That's good. That's good. Okay, so back to Word. Yes, we're going to teach you Excel and Word, but for now, let's finish off with Word. This is May 8th, 2023, the class for Gigi. We're teaching her how to use Windows 11 and also Office, which is good for Word and Excel and some other features and benefits of Windows and Word, Excel, and Word. Let me see here. Okay, so let's cancel this. Save this. Okay, so we were at review, right? And this is spelling. Let's say if you want write a book or you write a letter or something, you're gonna send it out to somebody in a Word format. Then before you send it out, you review it. And the reason why you review it, it checks spelling, right? Let's say I type this in, and let's say let me spell something. Let me spell paragraph, but let me spell it wrong. Paragraph, right? Oh, like that. Let me spell it like that. Okay, it does it automatically because I'm in review now. See that? But let's say if I forget to put the H in there, then I do spelling, and it fixes it. See that? See the side, the proofing on the side? And then you click the one if it's plural or if it's regular, and then you click and it fixes it, and then you close it out. Okay? That's just to kind of like proof a letter, manual letter, and that's through Word. There's another program that you could use that you could download for your browser, like if you want to send an email or something. It's called Grammarly. I don't know if you heard that before. Grammarly is a free program, or you could pay a subscription, but it's a free writing AI assistance. It'll give you, see if you read right here on the side, it says here American Cloud. What is the purpose of this Grammarly is to, let's go back here. Let me go back. What's the purpose of that? Right on the side here, it says it's an American Cloud-based typing assistant. See that? It reviews spells, grammar, punctuation, clarity, engagement, and delivery of mistakes in English text. Okay? So this program is good for that. Wow, it detects plagiarism. Yeah, that too. That too. So, and it's free. You could download it on your browser. That's great. And just you could log into it, whatever, Grammarly. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's good for people that write a lot of notes and sends emails and stuff to people and text messages. It fixes any mistakes that you make, any paragraph. It works for email. It works for Gmail, Outlook, Apple Mail, Slack, Documents for Word, Docs, social media like social media, LinkedIn, Twitter. Like if you write articles on social media or whatever, like if you're going to write something for people on Facebook, on something that it was amusing to you at the time, then you use Grammarly, you download it, there's a plugin, and then it fixes any mistakes. It's pretty good. Does it do it automatically? Automatically. Obviously, first you got to install the plugin, the Grammarly plugin, and once it's installed, then it's going to go on your browser, and it's free, and it's going to help you correct mistakes when you type something. Okay? And all these companies use it, like New York Times, Wall Street Journal, USA Today, and all these people, Forbes, they use this Grammarly. So. I read a lot of books, and I find mistakes in a lot of them. Okay, well they didn't use Grammarly. So there you are. Okay, so there you are. So this is Word. It says since you turned off the computer, you didn't save the file. It saves your recovered file or whatever file. Like if you were typing a letter, an article, and your computer shut down, it saves this. It gives you like this yellow bar. Yeah. So and you could save it. Okay, hold on a second. Make sure you keep up my classes so I can review them all the time. Yeah, right. Okay, so yeah, this is if you want to save it, whatever. We're not going to save it, right? But this kind of helps you save the file or the letter or the resume or whatever you typed in, and you don't have to start over again because it saved it. Okay, like if you want to find, this is a dictionary, if you want to find like loss of words, like you don't know what to type in, well, right there, thesaurus. All right, and this tells you how many words you typed in, how many characters, how many words, how many lines. Yeah, this will give you that. Okay, that's proofing. Okay, but this is handy right here. So shift, the shortcut is shift key and F7, and it gives you the word. But thesaurus, you could find it. You could put a word here, any word you want, like paragraph, let's say. Okay, paragraphs, and it'll give you different section, passages, parts, clauses, articles, pieces, different different ways of saying the same word, but in a different format. Snippets. Let's say white. Let's say black thief. There's nothing in there, but let's say another word for, because I put black in there. So let's say robber, burglar, shoplifter, pickpocket, bandit, crook. That's what the person is when they stole your stuff, your card. Okay, so that's different ways of saying one word, just because it gives you a dictionary, built-in dictionary word. Read aloud. This talks to you. So let's say you type something in.
F.
See?
D F D F D F D.
See?
Paragraph.
See? So it talks. Let's say if you have an article, you want to listen to it, just read it aloud. Or if you don't want, there's something that you have, like an article on a newspaper or something on the internet. Let's say here, Grammarly, right? So say you highlight all these words, you copy the words, you go to Word, and you paste it, right? So you go here, and then you allow.
Grammarly allows me to get those confident that I'm putting my best foot forward. Grammarly, a little superpower, especially when I need to be at 110%.
See that? And you can change the voice, the speeding, the name of the person, the voice of the person. It could be a lady, it could be Zira or Mark. Let's see how Mark sounds.
%.
Let's start over again. You put the cursor where you want it to hear it.
Grammarly allows me to get those connections out and feel confident that I'm putting my best foot forward. Grammarly is like
a little superpower, especially when I need to be at 110%.
Okay, that's AI right there. Okay, that's like a robot talking to you. So that's a feature of writing the letter. You go to review, you go to spell the grammar, and then you want to read it aloud, see if it makes sense, right? So the language, you can change the language, like different types of languages. If you want to do it in German or whatever, right there. So translate. You can translate this in a different language, right? Right there. Let's say there's an article you like about something that's in a different language. You could copy and paste it here, and you could change it to English, right? Or you could read out loud, and you could listen to the article instead of reading it, and you could change it, translate it into your language. Okay? Yeah, that's for the articles. Next one, accessibility is for like features for like check accessibility, alt text, pane, focus. This is for people that have accessibility issues or disability issues or whatever. Okay. See, I changed the color, I changed everything because it's accessibility. It's accessible to a different color, to the size of the article, everything. Let me get out of that. I don't like it. I don't want to save it. Okay, let's go back again. Let's go blank document. Let's type in those words, and let's go to review, right? So word count. Let's do this bigger. Okay. So comment, if you want to write comments in there, right? A comment right there. See that? Show comments, or if you're editing a document or something, then you put comments in there if you like, Yeah. Like let's say you're editing a document for somebody else and you want to help them out, you put a comment in there. You could take off the comment, you could add the comment, you could take off the comment, right? There's a comment right there. See that? Okay. You could track the changes. Keep track of the changes you made on this document, especially using. In your case, you're never going to track the changes because it doesn't matter. You type in the word, you spell check it, and that's it, right? And then you accept the changes, right? Or if you want to go back, right here, previous change, yeah. Or right here, undo, right? Or refresh, right? Undo means going back, right? So this is all the changes I made so far. 12 changes, 12 actions. You can go back and change it to whatever, okay? And then you accept it, right? So you compare it to another note, compare it to two versions of the document, right? Like if you have a document that somebody wrote and something you typed in and you want to compare it to that one, then you go compare side by side. Or if you want to combine, if you want to add articles from your own article, you click on here. If you want to add like a snippet of an article on your letter, you combine. You click on here and you combine original letter, original document, and then you combine it to another document that you got from somewhere else. You merge it, basically. Okay? Okay, compare. And then protect. This if you want to protect the document. Let's say you create a letter or create an Excel spreadsheet or something. And you want to protect it so people don't tamper with it. You protect it, right? Limit how many others can edit or format the document. You could keep it original, and as long as you protect it and put a lock into it, nobody could change it. Okay? So the only person that has authority over the document is you, unless you type in the password, then you could edit anything. If you don't have the password, if you pass it on to somebody else, if they don't have the password to edit the document, they're not going to be able to. This is more for like receipts that people type in, receipts with a signature, that somebody paid you for something, like something you sold, and somebody's paying you. Then you send a document and you protect the document so they don't change the amount or the number or whatever. And it's a binding document, okay? It's a legal binding document. Usually PDF formats, you could protect those too, the PDF, like Adobe Acrobat, like the document that you have on the desktop here. Let me see. Any document you can protect. These are documents, but these documents are not protected, meaning it doesn't have a password. You could create a password to this document. If you're the originator, you could create and lock it, but I don't believe you have Adobe Acrobat, the software to do it. Unless you pay for it, you can. But as far as Word documents, since you own a copy of Windows Office, then you could do copyright protection or password protection in this case. Yeah. That's if you want to do a document, you want to send it. Let's say you have a resume, right? You want to send it out to somebody. Make sure the resume is locked.
That's pretty interesting. In the olden days,
Yeah.
if you submitted something for publication,
Yeah.
you would send a self-addressed envelope back with the original, so there's a timestamp on it, so you could prove that you sent it in case they stole your.
Yeah, right. Right. Well, this way is easy because now we have the word processors. Computers are a big word processor, and it gives you different features such as protecting a document. Yeah.
It's a lot easier.
Right, right. And this if you want to hide the ink, if you have ink in there, like with the remember when we went the draw with the pencil, remember? Let's say you have the article, it's written down, and there's pencil traced, like somebody marked it, like editing marks. Then you could go back and review and delete the ink, take off the ink. Like somebody scratched off your letter, like your essay from college or something, and the professor saw a lot of mistakes and he marked it with his pencil. Then you could just hide the ink. See? You could take out the ink off of that. View, obviously, you know what view is. The way the document's going to be viewed. In this case, you only have one page, but you could do reading mode. See that? So it doesn't give you everything, or if you want to do full screen. Okay, file. Let's go back. Reading mode, right? So that's if you want to do print layout, the way it's going to look, print layout. What you're going to print, let's say if you want to try to print something, which I'm not going to print, I'm just going to do print preview. That's a print preview, right? There's nothing on the document, but this previewing of the page you're going to print. That's print preview, yeah. Same thing as this, print layout. Web layout, it's a layout of the form you typed in a web browser. How it's going to look on a web browser, right? This is how it's going to look. There's nothing in there, but that's just how it looks on the internet, basically. Okay. Outline, you could outline every document, every word, or you could put bullet points on it, or you could view it, and you could do a heading, you could move the whole paragraph within the document. You could do a lot of things if you do the outline. Draft, you know what a draft is. When you type in like a testing document, you don't want to send it out yet, that's a draft. Kind of like when you write a text or you send an email to somebody, you don't want to send it yet, it goes into the draft section. Yeah. And then you can go back and redo it or finish it off. This focuses on the eliminate distractions so you could focus on the document. See? That's it. So all you look is at the letter, and it's just focusing on the letter itself instead of all this other stuff in here. Let's go back, edit document, right? So there you are. That's how you go back. So let's say read mode. See, this is the way you read it, but you want to view, you want to edit the document, or you want to focus. See? Or if you want to just go back to edit the document or the pane or show columns. In this case, we're still editing the document right there. And now it's for people with like, what do you call, I'm going to review it. I'm going to take accessibility. I'm going to do regular. I don't want to do accessibility. Let me close this out. Hold on a second. Do this again. Let's do this one. Okay. And then it's under, okay, why? Okay, there you are. Okay, view, layout. So they're on view. Okay, vertical, and then side to side. This is up and down, and this is side to side for the page movement, You hover the mouse over it, and it goes to the side, either up and down, and you hover the mouse over it. If you click on this, it goes side to side. If the document's in a legal size document and it's in a panoramic or, a different layout, like right here, sorry. Layout, see, orientation, right? That's when you use this view button. If the orientation is landscape mode. Okay, see right here, side to side. If the layout, it's orientation. See that right now it's under portrait, but we could do landscape. See that? Yeah. Okay. Layout. Usually the document's always, the orientation is always portrait, most of the time. The majority of the time. 99% of the time. Yeah. That's if you want to add a ruler, right? See the ruler? Yeah. This is if you want to, hold on a second, come on. That's if you want to grid lines, if you want to use grid lines to type in something, or if you want to show the navigation pane on the side. That's if you want to show that. Let's go back, 3 dots. Okay. And then the next one, rulers, navigation pane, and whatever. Zoom, you know what that is. Zooms the document, levels right to you. The zooming used to control the status bar. And then that's if you want to go back to 100. Let's say you zoomed it to 180%, and it's big. And instead of going back and touching this and touching it all the way to 100%, just click on this and it takes you back to 100%. Let's say you have multiple pages. If you want to create everything in a singular page, you could do one page. Or if you want to do multiple pages, right there. This is by zooming, okay? Zooming. Meaning if the page is one page, but you want to zoom that one page into one singular page, then you zoom it there. But if you want to zoom for multiple pages, then you zoom it out for multiple pages, and you see how many pages you have. It tells you how many pages. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? It's a new window. So if you want to open a new window, open a second window of Office, right? If you want to open a new Office. That's if you want to arrange it, the windows, when you have open windows, up and down, left to right. That's if you want to split the window, right? See, let's do a new window so you know. See, that's a new window. See that? That's a new instance of Word. See that? Okay, that's what it is, new window. That's if you want to arrange it. See, you only have one page anyway, so it doesn't matter. But let's say if you want to split it. See? Split it. See in the middle? Right in the middle. Okay. New window. Okay. Let's go to view. That's if you want to switch windows. If you create a new window and you have a 5 or 6 Word windows open, like these, like this is considered a window, right? All this that you see. Let's say you have several windows, like let's say you have a new window, right? And you go view, you switch windows, right? The first or the second one. The first one, this is the second window, and if you move this aside, if you move this, sorry, something happened. This is the second window. This is the second window. The bottom one is the first window, right?
Yeah.
So you click on switching windows. You got 2 windows. Let's say you have another window. Now you got 3 windows, right? See, 1, 2, 3. Let's say one other window. Okay, and then you go view, and now you got 4 windows. And you go to the first. This is how you know how many windows you have open. The whole thing, like I said, the whole thing you see here with the ribbon and everything, and this, the landscape, it's called a window. Okay? Any tab that's open on Windows, like this is a new window, right? Okay, this is a new window, but it's a browser window, right? And this is just everything. This is a Window Explorer window, or Explorer window. That's what it's called. And these are icons, but if you open it up, that icon becomes a window, a new window. Okay. Same with obviously switch windows, because we created. Let's say we want to split the windows. There's probably going to be 3. They're already splitted because they're separated. Okay, macros, you don't want to mess with this. That's if you want to. This is how you add macros or view macros on the document. Remember I told you about how they transfer viruses through macros? Yeah. This is what they'd use to add or record or pause macro, whatever. Yeah, macros. But next one, SharePoint. This is if you want to share this to somebody else. You got to edit and you want to share it to somebody, whatever. You want to inspect it. You want to upload it to your cloud, like Google Drive or whatever, or what's the OneDrive, or if you want to share it to somebody, or you want to copy the path, you want to open a file location. That's what it is. Let's go back. That's the properties. This is the same as usual, the ribbon. It displays the ribbon or not. If you don't want to show the ribbon, you don't want to show the ribbon. Full screen. See that? If you click on full screen, that's full screen. Okay? I want to show the ribbon. Always show the ribbon, because you always want to see that. Let's say one time you don't see the ribbon and you're panicking. Where the hell's the ribbon? I want to use it because I want to go to this section. Just click on this little down thing, and you always make sure it's always show ribbon. Because sometimes it might go like this. And where's my ribbon? Well, click on the 3 bars. And then click on it right there, and then just go like this and show ribbon.
Yeah, I can see me doing that.
Yeah. And this is help. Contact support if you want to call like Microsoft, if you want training, right? If you want feedback. This is just a feature that Microsoft has, which very, very expensive. You don't want to deal with this help thing. If you want to know something about something, that's when you type in help. Oh, I want to collaborate, I want to insert a text, I want a page layout, pictures. This is basically what I told you, but in a text form. The purpose of every tab, every word, every function, this tells you everything. So let's say layout, and then you enter, right? See, that's layout. Okay. Let's say design or draw. There you are. Tells you what the draw does: control, colors, high, weight, line, whatever. Just give you an idea what it means and what it does, what's the purpose of it. But other than that, this is the actual document you're working on, right? And this is the location where the document is. And this will give you a version history. Let's say you did 10 different copies of the same version of the same document. Well, you could go back to history and revert it to the original history. Okay? But this is the name of the document right there. And as you saw, and this is if you want to share the document, same thing as the other one. That's a shortcut. But yeah, this is it. Simple as Word. Look at this. Just this. I already taught you this. The new, open, info, save as. I already taught you that. Home, insert, draw, design, layout, preferences, mailing, reviews. It's pretty easy to deal with. Pretty simple. Every single tab right here has a ribbon. And everything's on the video. So if you want to go back and see what's a...
Videos up for me.
Oh, no, the videos are always going to be there. Always going to be there. So,
Because I will always go look at them.
yeah, Word is not as intricate as Excel because Excel you do formulas and you mathematical equations and stuff like that. And Excel does that, but Word is just typing letters.
Yeah.
So that's why most of these... Go ahead.
I think there are certain people who learn by reading, and then certain people that learn by
Visually, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I am. I'm not like,
That's fine. Not a problem. But this class on Word is very simple, as you noticed. Is not is it, as long as you know what's the purpose of each tab. Okay? If you don't know what the tab means, then you don't know what you're lost. But you kind of have an idea what the tabs are.
But I will always review.
Yeah, right. Always review when you're done. You want to check spelling and stuff. When you're done with the page, right? You start from home, right? You start from home, and then we're doing the font, right? The font that you like. See?
Yeah.
And then you highlight the font, and you want to make it bigger. See 22. You could do up to like 92 or something. You could change, whatever amount of number you want. But this is, I think the shading. We already talked about this. Yeah, the colors and everything. So, yeah, that's an introduction of Word. The only way you could learn it fully is by practicing letters and typing letters. Yeah, because I could teach you what all this means or what all this mean, but if you do not practice, you're gonna forget this. But it's very simple, and everything's on a video format on YouTube. So if you forget something, you just go back and go from there. But yeah, yeah, yeah. This is for Word, okay? So and then obviously right here, if you want to click on autosave, you could always have it on autosave every time, right? But you have to be on cloud, so you don't want to autosave because they want you to sign into cloud, which is Google. What is that stupid one format for Microsoft? OneDrive. See right there, OneDrive. But you're not signed in. That's if you want auto. But in this case, just every time you're done with a document, just click on this save thing right here. See that?
I intend to practice a lot.
Yeah. And then you could save, or you could save as, or you could save. But this is a shortcut right here on the very top. And this if you want to undo and sign in. If you want to sign into your Microsoft account, which you don't really need to. This upcoming features, if you want to know the upcoming features, which it doesn't matter. This is called minimize, maximize, and close. Minimize, maximize, and close. Okay? So, as far as I tell you, just do some letters, copy and paste on the letters, just try it out. It's going to be fun. The next one here, it's called Excel. And this is going to be it's going to take a little bit longer, but they tell you how to do tutorials for formulas. Okay? It's kind of like, let me see, close this out. Let's go, right? Get started with formulas. Let's go. See, they tell you how to do it.
Ah,
1 plus 1, C3 plus C4 plus enter. It'll plus it. It'll say if you have a number here, whatever you put in. Okay, let me give you one that I created. I created a Word document. Let me copy and paste it inside your computer. Let me see. Let me copy it real quick. Let me send it to you. I created this Word document for this lady. It's called ad hoc reporting. It's a lady that works for like the government or whatever. But let me transfer that document here. Hold on a second. Desktop. Let me put it on your desktop too. Okay, so it's a Word document. So it's called the ad hoc reporting. Ad hoc. Hold on a second. I found it. Let me send it there. Okay, I'm sending you the document. Just bear with me. It's almost there. I think it's already there. Okay, here's the document. See that? I created this with Excel, right? I'm going to open it up. Okay, because we had, just wait till it opens up. It's a big document. It's an Excel document. And let me view this and make it smaller from right here.
Excel primarily
For
math?
for math, yes. For databases and calculations and stuff like that. Okay, so I created this. The lady had this program, and it was a DOS program from the 90s, right? And the program, she had a ledger for every single job that she did, and who paid and who didn't pay, and whatever, who deposited the money. And that program stopped working. It was a DOS program, and it was pretty old. So she needed a new form of doing a ledger. So I said the best way we could do it, since you're using DOS, I recommend not using DOS anymore because it's obsolete. But we could do you a ledger, an Excel ledger, that's going to calculate the numbers. So let's say this is a ledger, right? Let's say I put some information in there. Okay, hold on a second. Let me put it. Let's put a payment. How much they paid? They paid $100, and they deposited $200, right? And this is supposed to calculate the numbers on the side. See, I calculated 1184. It started out with 11556, and now with the $100 extra, it's 1194. See that?
Yeah.
Like if I click the payment, yeah, it's calculating here. See? It changed the numbers. See that?
Yeah. I'm curious why they would want a nurse to know Excel.
Because they have databases, probably. But I'm gonna teach you how to do this. But you're not gonna be doing like mathematical equations or anything. Don't worry about it. Yeah, they probably have a form that somebody already created. And they just want you to know how to use it, kind of like add entry information on the format that somebody created. That's usually what it is. Because yeah, yeah, all you got to do is just add like a ledger. That's the reason why they want you to know Excel, because they probably have ledgers too, like history of people taking medication, and it's under a Word format, and it tells you how many. It auto calculates, kind of like a calculator, but it's actually pretty good. So see this right here on the very top? That's the function for calculating right there. Sum equals sum means sum add G. Go to G. This is G. One of these, no, sorry, G's right here. See that? G.
Yeah.
And then you go here. And then E. E. This is the other one. E. See? G and E. But I'm not going to teach you that because you're not going to make this, because you're not going to be a Excel guru at work. They just want to know if you know how to use Excel. Excel is like Word, very simple. Unless you start doing intricate calculations, then it's not going to be easy. Okay? And I strongly doubt that you as a nurse going to do calculations or No. You're not going to do any equations or anything like that. You're not going to multiply, add, or anything. So all you're probably going to do is just input information like this. They want to know if you know how to use. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me go back. Let me close it out. Nope. Nope. Okay. Come on. Nope. Yep. Let me close it out. Hold on a second. Sometimes when it's locked like that, just go and task it, and that's it. See that? So you right click right here on the bar, the task manager. You go task manager, and then it will give you a history of all the opened applications. Like right now we have 14 Excel, sorry, Word, Microsoft Chrome, sorry. See, I closed it out, so it's done. All we have is TeamViewer, or sorry, AnyDesk open. That's about it. But this is how you force something. Force quit. Okay? So let's say here, let's do this equation again. I'm going to leave this ad hoc reporting there so I could kind of give you an idea of what it does, and you know, it's nothing in there important anyway. So let's say make it smaller. It's auto recovery if you want auto recovery. There you go. So I'm going to teach you Wednesday. I'm just giving you an introduction right now. But Wednesday I'll teach you, yeah, I'll teach you about this Excel. It looks like Word. It's basically almost the same. The only difference is it calculates math. That's the only difference.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'll do some research on how nurses use Excel.
Yes, yes, yes. But see the same thing, file, home, insert, draw, page, layout, formulas. See that? This is the only difference. Formulas. See this? Okay. Data, review, view, right? The only difference with Word, let me see the difference in Word. Let me open a document. Okay, let's close this out. Minimize this.
Because I'm going to review every single class, like
Yes.
many times until
It,
until it's innate.
it's okay. It's no problem. See, let me. Okay, what's going on here? Come on, come on, come on. Full screen. There you are. Okay, so see the difference between these two? Side by side, the ribbons. File. File, home. Let me go back. Let me go back. Okay, file, home, insert, draw, page layout. A little bit different, but yeah. The only difference is references and layout. Okay, and then the formulas, right? Yeah, data, formulas. That's the only difference you have. Yeah. So, but I'll teach you. I'll teach you this without a problem. Okay?
Excellent. Yeah. And thank you so much. And then Wednesday?
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much for being a good teacher.
Not a problem. So I'll talk to you Wednesday then. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much, Gigi.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you for calling us, Caesar.
Hey, Caesar, Albert,
Hey, what's up, buddy?
how you doing, man?
Doing okay.